here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And he's going to be brought down on what with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So they got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And that one results in 35 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 56 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demetrius Harris, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
This time, Ryan will throw. Looking downfield for Joe. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On second down, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 15 yards through the air and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is third and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And out come the Chiefs now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10.
Get up!
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Ryan. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And some room to run now. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A good pickup there, a 22. They run with Hunt. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They come out here in the and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Get up, go!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Throwing again, Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 8 yards out, and the Falcons are in for 6.
That play.
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They find some open field here. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to float this one, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth. And his kick is right through. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, it's Freeman, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Stepping up, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked down, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over.
Green,
Terrible.
90. Green, 58 round. Black, 58 round.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you had him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the keeper, here's Ryan. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's go. Let's go. Gun. Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lace in the beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, was trying to forward out, don't give a. Was at the bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas, We was on roll like tires. What we gon' I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up. The man from nearby Georgia Tech, Harrison Butker, gets us started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go. 54, south, gun. Hey, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
11.
Now Ryan on first down. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. 21. Check 50. Ready. New 80. 22. Let's go. 5, 25. Ready, set up.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Gun. Ready, set.
Ryan will throw again. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing on first down. Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again is Ryan. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's Ryan to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 round.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On third down, it's Hunt. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that. Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Now Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him. Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag. No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley able to drop him for a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. Mahomes throwing on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run it here with Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. This is Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. So out come the Falcons now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Get up!
They will run again with Coleman.
Let's go.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And Bryant's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Runs over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A toss play to Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually Your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Black 58, ready. Black 58, well. Z.
Now it's Hunt, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Get out. Wait. We got three, fellas. We got three. Watch two. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, Ryan finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Green 90. Green 90.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes gonna throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get out! Wait! 22!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line. And
he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been in practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school. I can do that.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 45 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Austin Hooper. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, this time he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get up!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Check. Ready? Blue 80! Hey, wait. Check 59.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protect.
Similar to